On the very first drive for Kennedy, James Evans in at quarterback. He scrambles right and hits Kingston Jones on a dot, and the Louisiana Tech commit does the rest. An 87-yard touchdown to make it 7-0 Kennedy. And Evans wasn't done with his magic. Now at wide receiver, Amani Darrensburg finds James Evans on the slant, and he turns on the Jets. He will not be caught down the left sideline. Kennedy would eventually jump out to a 20-0 lead to begin this game. But then the Eagles finally fly into the highlights. Cole Reed scrambling to his right, thinks about running, but instead finds Thomas Vaughn for the 25-yard touchdown. Warren Easton trails 20-8. Just when it looked like Warren Easton was gaining some momentum, Kennedy on the very next play, Darrensburg throws it up to Jones, and when you have a track All-American on your team, you just throw it and let him run under it. He's a runner, he's a track star, 67-yard touchdown, and Kennedy leads 27-8. But right before half, Kennedy and Warren Easton right now, it's 36-26 in the fourth quarter. Kennedy, or actually Warren Easton, to get back in this game, scored 12 straight points to make it a 7-point game before Kennedy kicked the field goal to kind of put this one out of reach. Now in an injury note, Kennedy's quarterback, or Warren Easton's quarterback, Cole Reed, got hurt, and they really haven't had much of a rhythm since then. So it does look like Kennedy is going to move on and make it 2-0 on the season. At Pan Am, Seth Lewis, WWL, Louisiana.
All right, Seth, thanks, and we'll give you an update from that game coming up later when that goes final. Now let's head back to the North Shore. Slidell searching for that first win under first-year head coach Damon Page. The Tigers hosting Livingston Collegiate at LV McGinty Stadium this evening. Slidell up big, but the Wolves on the move in the third. Quarterback Benjamin Anthony pulls it down, scrambles for a nice 25-yard gain later in the drive. Anthony goes to the air and hits Devoyne Thompson for the 12-yard score. Livingston Collegiate cuts the deficit to 34-12, but the Slidell defense was solid all night outside of that drive. Jarvian Evans comes up with the pick. Slidell gets that first win for Damon Page, 34-12, the final. Mandeville will be a favorite in a competitive District 6-5A thanks to running back Nate Shepard. The Duke commit opened his senior season in style last Friday night. He scored 4 touchdowns, one of those on a pick 6, and a season-opening win over Salmon. His skippers at the crib tonight, the home opener at Sidney Terrio Stadium, facing Madison Prep. The Chargers lost at Dutchtown in Week 1 and fell to number 8 in the LSWA Class 3A poll. Madison Prep in an early 7-0 hole and driving, but Mandeville's Marquez Zenon blows up the play. Garrett Ruth, Johnny on the spot, jumps on the pigskin, ball back to Mandeville, and they cash in on the turnover. Nate Shepard goes untouched into the end zone for a few yards out. That was his second touchdown of the quarter. Shepard scores 6 touchdowns this evening. Mandeville beats Madison Prep 52-43. North Shore looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss in Mississippi, hosting John Curtis. The Patriots trying to shake off the season-opening loss at the Caesars Superdome. Curtis with the rock, but they cough it up. The Panthers recover. Jovan Richardson showing he has it when he emerges from that pile. Unfortunately, North Shore, there it is, can't turn it into points. Still scoreless in the second quarter. The Patriots hold on to the ball this time, and that drive ends with a 2-yard touchdown by Reggie Johnson, 7-0 Patriots. But the Panthers answer that score. Donovan Wilbacher goes deep, and that ball gets deflected right into the hands of Derek Wilbacher. That's a 35-yard strike to tie it at 7 apiece. However, Curtis does pull away in the second half to win 27-7.
Coming up, both East Jefferson and Belle Chase aim for 2-0 starts to the season, while Carver and Higgins seek that first win of 2024. Highlights of both games ahead, but first, scores from across the metro area.